Hi everybody, welcome back to TekWarfare episode 7 with me, Sid, and last episode we got the outer shell, or the last stream, of, I should say, of the library built. However, I made the fatal, often fatal error of deciding to chisel some bits of the thing, and consequently the entire build took the entire stream, and we didn't get to actually do the interior of said library. And to that effect, I am here gathering a few basic resources. I will also be keeping an eye on the light levels to move that forward. I've decided the wood. I have a thing about libraries, and it's kind of that mental image of libraries being rich and opulent and often, you know, very like almost like a shrine to knowledge and books, and as a result, they tend to be, in my mind's eye, always made with this lovely, luxurious dark wood. That's just ordinary oak, but it doesn't matter, it's interfering, and we'll have it down in a moment. Again, check the light levels, we seem to be good. There shouldn't really be much of a problem, but there is always the chance that when we remove one of these tree stumps that the light in the area will actually change dramatically. So, you know, better to be safe than sorry, because the last thing you would want to be doing is actually listening to the long drawn out death rattle of a villager being beaten to death by a zombie using its own sticky stump of an arm. Graphic maybe? I don't know. It's been a long day. So yeah, we're just grabbing some dark oak because I think that will make a nice colour. It's going to be a nice wood for the panelling, the floors, and the mezzanine level, and some of the other bits and pieces we're going to need for that as well. So I'm going to, it'll also clear a little bit of space for when we want to work out in this direction, if we ever want to work out in this direction, I should say. Not guaranteed that we're going to have anything to do in this direction, but you know, there's always a chance. And while I'm out here enjoying the light, we should grab what we can. And yeah, it's not like we haven't got an entire dark oak forest behind us, and the villagers themselves are absolutely useless at this stuff, so you know, might as well do it ourselves. At some point we'll get a ancient warfare lumber mill, and they are not useless at chopping down dark oaks, so we'll be able to do them that way. 3 and a bit, well, just under 3 stacks, that should be enough for now, I think. And yeah, so the library was very detailed, and it will get more detailed because we're going to have to put some windows up on these levels and stuff. We've got, you know, a stone, which is typically a limestone or stone. We use sandstone for that, but lower level brick. I would have liked to have had some variety in the brick. We really didn't get what I would have liked, so you know, there's no point being grumpy about it. And we're going to have bookshelves that run along here, and some, you know, stuff going on around these and bookshelves. And we're going to have a mezzanine floor which comes up out at this level and extends out so far, and then we'll have a floor up in the tower there for further stuff. This is going to be home for the library. This is going to be the home for the enchanter when we get one, and it's going to be the home for my enchantment table and also book storage, because we're running out in there. We're getting a lot of books. So I suppose the first things first that we need to do is probably empty our inventory a little bit of the crap we don't need, and we need to get the floor down and maybe some doors in. I think, whereas I've been kind of sticking to these doors, the library is going to stick with its more opulent background, and we're going to have that kind of thing going on there. We shall pop those away. We'll get rid of that little bit of oak and the apple, because we don't really need the apple. And then Do we need the chisels and bits right now? I don't think we do, so we'll pop that and that in there, and we'll swap you back out for that, and we're going to just go with, I'm going to go with, yeah, that's never going to, we knew there was never going to be enough durability on that, but that didn't matter. What I do need is I need a couple of blocks for her. Now I don't really fancy having the thing, so let me just have a look. If I go for stone, obviously you've got the normal stone slab, you got light stone, but yeah, you can do those, I suppose, and that can be made. We can just chisel a couple of those up, can't we? 1, 2. Once I've got a chisel anyway. If we go and just chisel a couple of those together, I just want to do something different for the entry on this one. Ooh. Chisel. Oh, I've gone for the CTM one. Okay. Incidentally, I used the word CTM in the stream, and the question was asked, what's CTM? CTM is connected texture mapping. So I don't want you. I want you. The only difference here is that those would have joined up and connected using a connected texture mapping, whereas the other ones won't. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in there, we're going to whack down some flooring, but first things first, we just need to get a little bit of this going in the doorway. That just kind of, I think in hindsight, I should have actually set this up a couple of blocks and we could have done some steps going down, but you know what they say about hindsight, it's 2020, and that's definitely true in this case. But that's fine, a nice looking door there. And then what we need to do is rip out this floor and replace it with some other floor. I'll get that done, I'll be back in a second. Alright, I've got a floor down. One next thing I want is a mezzanine floor, and I apparently have not got my chisels and bits back. That was a slight oversight. Let me address that. Well, once we're finished with this lot anyway, we'll... Come on, we'll all bugger off. There we go. Right. Let's try that again. Bang, 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 and insert. And then we should be able to go and hoover those all up nicely. That's much better. So I'm going to do this just as the same floor structure that we have here. Do I actually, hang on, just let me do a little bit of undoage. I think we'll do that just to hide away some of the textures in there. And then this bit here may have, that bit there will leave as a full block. On the basis that we're going to have something coming up here, something coming up here, so we should hide a lot of these blocks away anyway. I'm going to continue that across. Now the other thing we need to go and have a look at, let's just, you can see what's going on there. I probably should make sure that that is spawn safe as well. Because again, having zombies eat your villagers' faces will offend. So armed with that, we've got that kind of thing going on. Now I need to go and grab the old thing. We really do need to get a woodworker's yard going, but we'll address that one eventually. So what we should have somewhere in all of this lot, we've got stairs, and I thought we should have had some. I wonder how I make those then. We had I'm fairly certain there are some banister pieces somewhere. I just need to work out how I make them, which could be easier said than done. So sittables, storage, yeah, not going to help me a great deal. Decoration doesn't help me a great deal. Building blocks gives me the dark oak stairs, and we're definitely going to want, so we're going to need beams and planks for that. That's fine, we can definitely make those basically by going 2, 3, 4. Let me just do a few of those, and then we'll do a few of those, and then we should be able to come back over here and nope, this one. 3, 4. That may not be enough, but we'll what have we got there? We need 1 per, so I could make 9 more of those if I had that, but yeah, okay, that's fine. So, but if I were potter's turntable, butter churn, you see, none of those are going to create me what I need. Just have a look at these then. What else have we got? The anvil, you see, the anvil would make no sense as being a place that you would make banisters. Well, I say it makes no sense of being a place that you would make a banister, but I suppose, I mean, realistically, what do I know? There is definitely this banister, isn't there? Or hang on. No. This banister is TekWarfare, and it comes in dark, medium. So yeah, we're probably into TekWarfare this episode as well. Then, yeah, that's why why it's not actually a thing, because I've forgotten it's not actually a thing. Okay, that is not a problem. We can definitely work with that. Now I want this to be where we start with our stair. I hope. This may need to go further back yet, because I think that's going to come in too low, perhaps. It's a little bit in your face right at the door. I'm tempted to take that back a little bit. Yeah, I think I will. So we'll take you out, and you, and you, and you, and you, and we'll just use this. And if I come back, so it starts, I think we'll go 3 back into there. And then we can, from there we can let's have a look. So that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That will work. We'll worry about the lighting in a moment. While we're here, it's not a problem, of course. So, you know, we don't have to panic about. No, that needs to go. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here. And then, yeah, and that would be duplicated on the other side. Now, I don't think. Oh, maybe I have. So, as a stair, I don't think anybody can fault that. And then we'll take this across here like so, and over there like that, and there'll be lots of chiselings of the bits and yada yada. And I shall just place a torch there temporarily while we get the lighting sorted out. So this will be the entrance up to the mezzanine level and this level, and then we'll come up with some access up there. In the meantime, I need to do a little bit of chiseling. So yeah, we'll get that done, I think, like that. Let me continue on this and I shall be back with you momentarily. Alright, I'm kind of getting carried away here, but I'm quite enjoying this. What we've done here for starters is we put light source there. So if I bring the F7 up, you can see that that is lit. Now it's obviously not very well lit there, and similarly it's not very well lit over there, but those two are light blocks. Got these going on in here and nothing obviously up here yet, but that gives us enough reading spaces for virtually everybody. We're going to have a spot for the enchanter there. We'll do something around in here. I haven't decided exactly what yet. I may put some decorative flowers. This area, these and that are going to be chiseled back and hidden in that. I'm fairly certain I can't get any dark oak version varieties of these things, so we're going to do all of the bookshelves in oak rather than dark oak, just because it will blend in and get, I suppose it gives a contrast, so we shouldn't complain. Yeah, so we need to do some work here and around in here with some bookshelving and the likes, and a little bit of chisels and bits work, and then we need some seating, tables, carpet. Yeah, let's have a go and have a look what colour wool we've got. I don't think I've got a huge amount, but I have got a huge amount of dyes, so I can make white wool and dye it, I suppose. That's not the end of the world. And we're never short of flowers, so for example, we should, can you not, do these not just convert straight into relevant dyes? So that's interesting. Lavender flower dye, which you can then use to make just the, I don't want lavender, I want purple. We've got red. We've got a reasonable amount of green wool, which if we chisel that, we can bring it back to a green thingy, and if we were to use you and then chisel that, we can get you there. So that might be, maybe let's have a look, we'll see what we can do with green. It's not like I'm ever going to use a huge amount of it. 21, but green is relatively easy, I suppose, because we just have to grow cactus, or go and grab some cactus from the desert, which is probably even easier. Black would be very easy, of course. Decisions. Let me have a look how much I actually need. And we'll go with some llama carpet. What's the llama carpet like? Oh, that's quite nice. It's got a little creeper face on it. Let's give that a try. Yeah, be back in a bit. Alright, scrap green. We need about a stack and a half of carpet. I have made a few more plans in there though, so the original plan to have the, and I cringe using this, but the original plan to have the adult section upstairs, yeah, thanks Terry, thanks for putting that image in my head. That's with me for now, for a while. That's kind of out the window. So what we need is, first things first, we're going to need wool. Now I can get 3 per by deconstructing beds, but that's going to get me a red, grey, or whatever. I've got, what else have we got? We've got plenty of string, and we can get more. So we can take the U to 32. That's going to give me 3 per. That might actually be enough if I mix that with ink sacs. Let's have a look. It's just 1 per, isn't it? With these. Let's go with, yeah, let's just try. Oh, that's not going to work. That gives me 48. I need more than that, definitely. got a little bit of string. We can, I don't think we can we deconstruct you? I mean, I know you become cotton or that. Oh, I could have just dyed it, of course, couldn't I? That was stupid of me. Doesn't matter. I was an idiot. We'll just dye you, and we'll make you into some more. That gives me a little bit more of that. That's what I thought. Can I deconstruct the carpet? Not from that position, but, and I don't know how I ended up with 20. Oh, because it's 3 per, isn't it? So if I pop those in there, I can deconstruct those. Can I? I can't re-dye them, but I can deconstruct it further. Yep, and then I can dye those, and those can become those. I think they've all woken up again, judging by the sudden influx of like villagers. That will probably be enough. Let's go for, I'm going to go for just the black wool carpet, because I think that might work as a contrast fine. Plus I've got the wool, so, and the dye, lots and lots of it. So what I've got currently going on in here is I've used light Ferdinand light blocks, so we can basically carpet down here, and then we can come out like that and like that, and this will just run down the middle. Now I'm loath to go up against the edge because I don't know if the actual villagers will fail to recognize the blocks if there's a carpet up against them. However, we can come back there and we can come back like that. It doesn't really work. Nah, I suppose we can just take you out like that. I suppose that works. I'm tempted just to try and it's only where the blocks are that I don't want to put them, so that's fine, I think. Alright, we need some, I think we need to do deco craft. I think that's our next thing, and we need shelving, but we definitely need to get this lower half of the library up and running sooner rather than later. So what I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to get our chisels and bits stuff back. We'll pop you away for a moment, and we should have somewhere in this lot. Actually, we can just do it with this. And then just take you apart for parts. And then we can just hide the thing. I'm quite happy with the sills, they're allowed to be visible. It's this I don't want to see. And I'd like it to actually appear as if it was paneling. That works. Yep, happy enough with that. That works for me. Right, so armed with that, we're now into bookshelves. What we could probably do with putting down are, let me address that situation now. I'm going to take these out of here and we'll give them 2 crafting benches to go with the other 4 that are oh, that's not, doesn't matter. Where's my crafting benches gone? Crafty benches, there you go. Because now we can look at the bookshelves. Oak bookshelf is slabs and things, so that's simple enough. We can do a bunch of those, and then we can certainly grab. That gives us 11. We'll need more, but let's have a look what we're going to do here then. So my thoughts here are that we fill this in with that. Again, just to put magic books in. Upstairs we'll probably do something, as I say, with an enchanting table, and maybe up there we'll stick our wizardry electroblob stuff. We'll do something similar over here, under here, under here and here, over here. This we'll do something different with, and then we'll put a couple of lecterns, I think, down here, maybe. Maybe even stick a lectern there in the enchanting table. I don't know, we'll bounce that one off in a moment. Right now I really could do with clearing my inventory a little bit, so I'm going to go and tidy up, make a whole buttload of these, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're just trying to get this deco craft running. I don't have a lot of green. I certainly don't have a lot of red. Green we can address. However, what we wanted primarily from this was I wanted a bit of this banister, and this is relatively inexpensive. It's just one of each and some of the clay, so we'll take that just to try that out. I've got some candelia cooking to make some hoofer candles. So, and I also have made my enchanting table, just the one for the time being, because I didn't actually have any obsidian in, and I really couldn't be bothered to go and chop it down. So these things, let's have a look. If I just go like that, and then if I do the same there but with two, I think that works really well. I'm going to assume that they don't join. These are not the same as blocks in the traditional sense of the word, but that works. We definitely still need lighting. We need to do something down here with bits. I could really do with getting some more dye of, well, we could do with more green dye, to be honest, but you can only really get that from cactus. There's no other dye of that type, but I don't think we've got any other trickery up our sleeve. You can make green crafting clay. Obviously that's a lot more effective, or generally speaking that's more effective. That should be more than 1 to 1 though, shouldn't it? Need to double check that, because that used to be, or should be, the way that you basically put that in things. So, oh, and Neelam's gone to tend the laundry. Right, we need to grow dyes and things, but I do need 2 more of those banisters. I think we can manage a couple of those. We're a bit slow on the red, but let's say red's easy because we just have to go and shear the tops of 2 high roses, and I'm sure we can find some of those. But today is all about getting this thing opened to the public. So if I do nothing up here, if I do nothing with the lighting, which we will, then you know, the mission is to get that done. Now I'm wondering, I'm definitely wondering about something now. Let me just go and have a look at how our candelia is going. I've made some wrought iron, not a lot, and I've got this wax. That wax will convert into candles. We really do need to get some, and they're not too bad. We get quite a few per, and then we can use these to do things like a candelabra, a 2 candle candelabra, or a 1 candle candelabra. And if we actually have a look at garden stuff, because it's got, I'm sure this one has, it has raw iron links. What did you use that for? I cannot remember. But I quite like maybe making some of these up for starters. So let's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So they work, I think, quite nicely. Now rustic has a candelabra. Rustic. No, let's do at rustic. Rustic has the chandelier, doesn't it? Which is not the nicest of looking things, but it's relatively inexpensive. So let's go. Oh, really? There are days, you know, when I would really like to kill that bard. I am very tempted to. I've got a bit of gold. Why not? 3 of them. And we'll have 2 of them. Pop that away. And those require tallow, beeswax, and gold. One, 2. I think that will do for that. I can put you away and you away. Just going to get rid of that clay for the time being. We will get some seating in those windows, but maybe not today. Maybe we'll just come back and do that at a later time, because this is... Well, in fact, I say this is grinding on. I don't know whether it's grinding on. It might not be grinding on. We might be in plenty of time and everything could be wonderful. I'm just assuming that it's grinding along a bit. Lectern. No, that's... Dark Medieval Roleplay. That was from this, wasn't it? Lectern, and it was... No. There. Dark Oak Planks, okay. We don't have Dark Oak Planks, we have Dark Oak of those things. We could go with oak, actually. Let's go with this variety. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's be rebels. And we'll get a couple of those, I think. Have we got anything in here that would actually work as seating? Sittables. So you got those, but I don't like them. We could go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 4. Okay. We'd need more of it. Let's see how they work. Oops, that's not quite what I wanted. Yeah. Not sure. To be truthful, not sure at all. Let me just grab a whole bunch more of that. And then we'll go back over to the sittables and we'll make 6, 7, 8. I think that will be enough. Can we go back and make another lectern? Actually, I'm just kind of had a little bit of a moment of things. Is there anything else that would be nice to have? I've got dirt, haven't I? So let me get a couple of those. Is there anything else that would be nice? Well, I mean, there's lots of things that would be nice. Just, is there anything I want for this build? I don't think so. Pay tables. I don't think any of that is even remotely appropriate. If we can just get this right now, we need to do two other things. One is we need to go over here, and one is we need to go, wow, lag. We need to go over to see our friends over here. And now we've done pretty well for emeralds in the last few days, so I need to buy a library, please. Thank you very much. Let's just get this lit how I want it, and then we'll take it from there. I know what I didn't bring. Let me just go and grab something. I'll be back in a second. I also want to check how long I've been waffling for. Back in a minute. All right. I put my idea was hardly earth-shaking. It was to come across here, and we are going to take this off of here for starters. So this is currently all spawnable. Now I've got a couple of options. I could actually carpet this. That would be a perfectly valid option. But what happens if I put these chandeliers even? That's going to look a bit odd on those edges, but we'll live. Now we know that's okay. Up here, is there any way I can... No, I can't. What I want is I want to put it on this, and it just does not want to go there. However, there's nothing to stop us using it. Don't like it there. Do not like that. No, 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 no. That's horrible. Come back to that. Seating area. 1, 2. We don't want them too comfy anyway. Let's not be silly about this. 3, 4. I also completely forgot to check how long I've been recording for. But that should work. Can we? You can't actually do anything with these by the looks of it. They're just lecterns. That's a shame. Would have been nice if they had some like book functionality. But there you go. Can't have everything, as I'm fond of saying. I did bring a little bit of foliage just to... not there. Keep on thinking these are too wide and they're not. Just to, you know, just to give this place a bit of character. We'll whack a few flowers in here. One of them. And then we'll come over this side, get a little bit of that going on it. You know, just make the place feel a little bit lived in. And I'm thinking we can probably stick a couple of candles. Probably do something with that properly later. It's just what we do up here now. Now, my thoughts kind of lean towards... If I did that, see, I'm not worried about that one at all. It's just these. That's not very good. I mean, that's got almost everything covered, except that bit. And you know what? When in doubt, hidden... Oh, we haven't got any. Go and get some. And then hidden glowstone. And I realise I'm leaving behind a spawnable spot, but the door is shut, so if something does spawn in there, it'll either blow me up or not. Let's get you back into the bag. That will do me, and we can head back, and we'll I prefer wherever possible to get these things lit properly. Right, I'm going to just do that. I'm going to transfer over what books I've got, and yeah, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Alright, I still haven't factory checked how long I've been recording. Let's see, I was at 35 minutes at the end of the last clip, so we're fine. It won't be the first time. So we've got our enchanting station for our enchanter. We need to stick our enchanting station upstairs, but we'll do that next episode, and we also need to stick our wizardry stuff up here, along with storage for the books, probably on that wall. I don't know, but maybe that wall. We'll sort it. It's not a problem. We've got plenty of space up here to be creative anyway, but I've deliberately it's not ideal. These books are obviously for the most part multiple books, so you know we've got mending on those, but finding and cataloguing these is going to be nigh on impossible, so I've just piled them in for the time being. I say piled them in, that's all we had out of 4 crates. All we had, he says. But there is one job we need to do, and that is we need to declare this library open. I have to say I am really happy with this design. It needs bushifying, it needs tidying and just making a little bit more, I don't know, it needs a certain je ne sais quoi, shall we say. But on the whole, I like it. It's got character. We should get to start seeing things. I'm just going to check these. I'm just going to check these nomads, see if any of them are enchanters. I don't need an enchanter, but rancher and a blacksmith. Come here, you. No, not you. You. And a butcher with an intelligence of 8. I think that looks to be them all. Okay, we're just going to wait for evening time. Let these guys go and have a look. I'll just see what you're buying at the time. Your beach, spuds, and stuff that you're no way getting. Okay, I think that'll do us, but I'll be back as soon as the night falls, just so we can go and have a look at the hoofer, the thingy, the whatsamajig, and oops, sorry. Carpets obviously cause them a problem, but I'm ever so sorry, Mark. Okay. But they're learning. They're having a little bit of library time. Look. Let's try and get a screenshot. Oh god. Yeah, I'm happy with this. It works. It looks good. These guys should now start increasing their intelligence. We'll watch them for a while. And as they increase their intelligence, they'll level up easier. And yeah, what are you reading, Mark? What is it? American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I don't know whether that's the right kind of book for you, Mark. You probably need to learn some songs. But anyway, we're live, we're working, excellent, and I am very happy with this. I like these stairs. This is working. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this area up here, but you know, it is what it is, and we'll survive. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.